Kindlekid presents How Dinosaurs Lived. Dinosaurs lived millions of years ago, before people. In this video we will learn about few of these reptiles. Most dinosaurs were herbivores or plant eaters. Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Apatosaurus, Iguanodon, Brachiosaurus. Many dinosaurs lived on the plains. They were covered in ferns and other plants. The herbivores lived here in large groups called herds. Herbivores' teeth were often blunt and flat to help them crush and grind down plants. The big carnivores, or meat-eaters, also lived on the plains, as there were plenty of other dinosaurs to eat. Tyrannosaurus rex, Giganotosaurus are the few big reptiles. Carnivores had teeth that were sharp like knives, so that they could cut through meat. Carnivores on the plains had strong, long legs, so that they could move quickly to catch their prey. Herbivores were slower, as their food gave them less energy. Smaller meat-eaters, like these clever Velociraptors, hunted in packs. Sometimes they would eat the meat that other larger carnivores had left behind. Wetlands were soggy plains. The iguanodon and other herbivores liked to live on the wetlands. They ate a plant that grew here called horsetails. Dinosaurs like Diplodocus lived in the forest areas. Diplodocus mostly ate leaves. They didn't have any teeth in the back of their mouth for chewing. Scientists think that they swallowed stones to help grind up their food. Apatosaurus also lived in the forest and had long, thin teeth to help them rake through leaves. Deserts are very dry and hot, but some dinosaurs still lived here. Oviraptor managed to survive because they were omnivores. How do you think being an omnivore helped them survive? Omnivores often had a beak and no teeth for cracking eggs and picking up plants. The North and South poles weren't as cold as they are today, but they had no daytime for some of the year. The dinosaurs that lived here were usually small with large eyes like the Leelinosaura. Ichthyosaurus, Plesiosaurus. There were both herbivores and carnivores that lived in the sea. Just like the other dinosaurs, their teeth suited the food they ate. Can you sort these dinosaurs into herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores? Plesiosaur. Plesiosaur are carnivores. Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus are herbivores. Tyrannosaurus rex. Tyrannosaurus rex are carnivores. Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus are herbivores. Oviraptor. Oviraptor are omnivores. Triceratops. Triceratops are herbivores. Apatosaurus. Apatosaurus are herbivores. Ornithomimus. Ornithomimus are omnivores. Kindlekid presents Type of Dinosaurs.
Let's explore about Apatosaurus, a massive dinosaur that roamed the Earth millions of years ago. Can you imagine a creature that was 21 meters long and weighed a staggering 16,000 kilograms? That's just how enormous Apatosaurus was. Despite their huge size, they were herbivores and subsisted solely on plants. One of the most interesting things about Apatosaurus is that they had long, whip-like tails that helped them balance their incredibly long necks. Can you picture this creature with its massive body and long, swaying tail? It's truly a marvel of nature. Let me tell you about Iguanodon, a fascinating dinosaur that lived during the early Cretaceous period. These creatures were massive, weighing in at around 4,000 kilograms and measuring up to 10 meters long. Despite their size, they were herbivores and only ate plants. One of the most remarkable things about Iguanodon is their unique ability to walk on two legs or on all four legs, depending on the situation. Can you imagine a creature of that size, walking on two legs like a human? It's quite a sight to imagine. Do you know Plesiosaur, an ancient marine reptile that lived during the Mesozoic era? These creatures were relatively small compared to some of the other dinosaurs of the time, weighing in at around 450 kilograms and measuring 4.5 meters in length. Plesiosaurs were carnivorous and primarily ate fish and mollusks. They had long, slender bodies and foreflippers that allowed them to maneuver easily in the water. One of the most interesting things about plesiosaurs is that they lived in shallow waters near the coast. Can you imagine seeing one of these creatures swimming in the shallow waters near the shore? Let's explore Tyrannosaurus, one of the most well-known and fearsome dinosaurs that ever lived. These creatures were massive, weighing in at around 7,000 kilograms and measuring up to 6 meters in length. Tyrannosaurus were apex predators and primarily ate other dinosaurs, such as Triceratops. They had sharp, serrated teeth and powerful jaws that could crush through bones with ease. One of the most fascinating things about Tyrannosaurus is their bone-crushing ability. This meant that they could easily crush through the bones of other dinosaurs, allowing them to access the nutrient-rich marrow inside. Let's explore Brachiosaurus, one of the largest and most impressive dinosaurs to ever roam the Earth. These creatures were massive, weighing in at around 80,000 kilograms and measuring up to 16 meters in length. Brachiosaurus were herbivores and subsisted solely on a diet of plants. Due to their massive size, they needed to eat vast quantities of vegetation to sustain themselves. One of the most remarkable things about Brachiosaurus is that they are the largest and heaviest land animal that has ever been discovered. Can you imagine encountering one of these creatures in the wild, with its towering height and massive size? Do you know Velociraptor, a small but fearsome dinosaur that lived during the late Cretaceous period? These creatures were relatively small, weighing in at around 15 kilograms and measuring up to 0.5 meters in length. Velociraptor were carnivores and primarily ate small animals. But they were also known to scavenge leftover carcasses killed by larger dinosaurs. They had sharp, curved claws on their feet that they could use to grip and tear apart their prey. Can you imagine encountering a pack of Velociraptor in the wild, with their small but deadly size and sharp claws? Let's explore Triceratops, a fascinating herbivorous dinosaur that lived during the late Cretaceous period. These creatures were massive, weighing in at around 12,000 kilograms and measuring up to 9 meters in length. Triceratops were strict herbivores, and they fed on a variety of plants such as ferns, cycads, and angiosperms. They had a beak-like mouths that allowed them to grasp and tear apart tough vegetation. One of the most fascinating things about Triceratops is their distinctive appearance. They had 3 horns on their face, 1 on their nose and 2 on their brow, that they used for defense against predators. Can you imagine encountering a Triceratops in the wild? Let's explore Stegosaurus, a fascinating herbivorous dinosaur that lived during the late Jurassic period. These creatures were relatively large, weighing in at around 3,000 kilograms and measuring up to 9 meters in length. Stegosaurus were strict herbivores and fed on a variety of plants such as ferns and cycads. They had a small head with a beak-like mouth that allowed them to grasp and tear apart tough vegetation. One of the most fascinating things about Stegosaurus is their distinctive appearance. They had a double row of bony plates running along their back that may have been used for thermoregulation, defense against predators. Despite their impressive physical features, Stegosaurus had a relatively small brain, with an estimated size similar to that of a dog's brain.
Thank you for watching. Kindlekid presents Let's Learn About Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs lived on Earth millions of years ago. And few are. Parasaurolophus, Barosaurus, Allosaurus, Oviraptor, Triceratops, Baryox, Hypsilophodon, Brachiosaurus, Compsognathus, Stegosaurus. Some dinosaurs were very small. Compsognathus was one of the smallest dinosaurs. As small as a cat. Let's say the name. Compsognathus. Some dinosaurs were very big. Brachiosaurus was one of the biggest dinosaurs. As long as a tennis court. Let's say the name. Brachiosaurus. Some dinosaurs were very fast. Hypsilophodon was one of the fastest dinosaurs. Long legs to run fast. Say the name. Hypsilophodon. Some dinosaurs were very slow. Stegosaurus was one of the slowest dinosaurs. Big body and short legs. Say the name. Stegosaurus. Some dinosaurs like to eat plants. Barosaurus ate the leaves of tall trees. Long neck to reach leaves. Say the name. Barosaurus. Some dinosaurs like to eat eggs. Oviraptor ate the eggs of other dinosaurs. Strong beak to crack eggs. Say the name. Oviraptor. Some dinosaurs like to eat fish. Bariox ate fish from the rivers. Big claws to catch fish. Say the name. Baryonyx. Some dinosaurs like to eat other dinosaurs. Allosaurus killed other dinosaurs for food. Sharp claws and teeth to kill. Say the name. Allosaurus. Some dinosaurs had spikes and horns. Triceratops had horns to protect itself. Three big horns for defense. Say the name. Triceratops. Some dinosaurs had crests on their heads. Parasaurolophus had a crest to call other dinosaurs. Crest about 1 meter long. Say the name. Parasaurolophus. Did you spot these other dinosaurs while watching the video? Velociraptor. Diplodocus. Hylaeosaurus. Ankylosaurus. Tyrannosaurus. Brachiosaurus. Thanks for watching the video. For more video like this, please subscribe the channel. Kindlekid presents the perfect rib bit. Do you know about the 4 stages of frog, and that is frog spawn, tadpole, froglet, and frog? On a sunny day in spring, Mama Frog admired the eggs she had laid in the pond. "That is the most beautiful clump of frog spawn I've ever seen," smiled Papa Frog. Mama and Papa couldn't wait for the little black dots to turn into tadpoles so they could welcome them to the pond. After 3 weeks, the first tadpole wriggled out of his jelly, excited to explore. "Mama says I'm a tadpole," he told the fish proudly. "Not a tadpole, a tadpole," said Mama Frog with a smile. "But tadpole is a great name for you." Tadpole was full of questions and learnt lots of things about pond life. He learnt that the fish were fast swimmers, and that some of the ducks had ticklish feet. Most importantly, he learned that when he grew up, he would become a frog, just like Mama and Papa. I want to be a really good frog, he thought. Maybe I should start practicing now. Tapple swam to the surface of the pond to watch some of the other frogs. They looked very different from Tapple and they made the most amazing noises. Reboot, he said. Tapple was disappointed. That wasn't a perfect ribbit. It's okay, said Mama Frog. You're a tiny tadpole. You'll get the hang of it when you're bigger. A few weeks later, Tapple had grown some back legs. I'm changing, he thought excitedly. Maybe I'm ready to make a frog noise now. So, Tapple clung to the tallest pondweed and got ready to practice the perfect ribbit. He wiggled his tummy, puffed out his chin, opened his mouth and "Rear-beat," he said. Tapple was sad. That wasn't a perfect ribbit. It's okay, said Papa Frog. You're a growing tadpole. You'll get the hang of it when you're bigger. A few weeks later, Tapple had grown some front legs. I've changed some more, he thought excitedly. Maybe I'm ready to make a frog noise now. So, Tapple stood on the biggest rock and got ready to practice the perfect ribbit. He wiggled his tummy, puffed out his chin, opened his mouth and "Rabbart," he said. Tapple was worried. That wasn't a perfect ribbit. It's okay, said Mama Frog. You're nearly a froglet. You'll get the hang of it when you're bigger. A few weeks later, Tapple's tail began to shrink and he felt able to explore above the water. I'm a froglet, he thought excitedly. Maybe I'm ready to make a frog noise now. So, Tapple stood on the prettiest lily pad and got ready to practice the perfect ribbit. He wiggled his tummy, puffed out his chin, opened his mouth and That wasn't a perfect ribbit. But it was a perfect croak. Ribbit. Trill. Croak. Froggy facts. Female frogs can lay thousands of eggs at a time. A group of frogs is called an army. Frogs can drink water through their skin. Frogs are amphibians. This means they can live on land and in water. Frogs can breathe through their skin and also by using their lungs. Common frogs hibernate in winter. Thank you for watching the video. Do like and subscribe the channel.